Once you see the fried wontons from this seemingly regular Chinese takeout spot, you'll never want the bad version again. Let's go get some, and that's starting right now. Golden Wok was my go-to Chinese restaurant in college almost 25 years ago. I don't know how I found it, but they have an appetizer called fried wontons in hot oil that became a weekly staple for me. Aside from the unique sauce, Golden Wok always had what I call the good version of fried wontons, where they use something similar to an empanada dough for the wrapper instead of the pasta-based same wontons from wonton soup, which end up soggy and leathery once fried. Interestingly, I noticed they have a string of bad reviews on Google that has me curious and concerned. I'm just getting back and about to unpack this. Before I even get to the reviews, I want to flag that there's a few red flags here as far as everything going on. I don't think we're gonna get what I thought I was gonna get, but we're gonna dig in. We're gonna give it an honest review, guys. That's what you guys are here for, and that's what I'm here to give you. Son of a bitch. Okay, so I don't usually harp on reviews of restaurants online, but I do look. A lot of times I look for trends less than like individual experiences, and the trends for Golden Wok are definitely really interesting, and I'm just gonna flip through a couple just so that you could see it. Let me show you what's going on here, and then I'll tell you what I think is happening. So as you see here, I got it ranked from newest to oldest. So you see 1 star, 2 star, 1 star, 1 star, 2 star. So reading it, it sounds like the quality of the food really has gone down over the last several years. Now, I haven't been to this place probably in about 15 or 20 years, so I could definitely see that. Now, I don't know what the deal is as far as like ownership, but I can kind of speculate, and that's what I'm gonna do here in a second. We're about to unpack this food, and it's not what I expected, so this isn't the video that I intended to make here, so we're in for something that, let's call this uncharted territory. As I unpack this, the first thing that I want to see is, for the wontons, what exactly are they using in terms of the wrapper? What I mentioned in the voiceover is that they use a wrapper that is more like an empanada dough, and as I dig into these, that is clearly not the case. They've clearly changed the product that they're using. These are what I call the bad version of fried wontons. It's where they basically take the same wonton that goes into wonton soup and put it in a deep fryer, and you can't do that without some kind of additional prep, because all that happens is that pasta, basically, the noodle, soaks up a lot of the oil and never gets crispy to the point where it's nice and bubbly. When you have a good fried wonton, you know it's a good fried wonton because it's flaky. It's almost like they use the same noodles as like fried noodles that you would actually dip into the duck sauce and the hot mustard. And that's what's going on here. They're just frying up the wontons that go into wonton soup. Just like 9 out of 10 Chinese takeout spots, and that's so disappointing you don't even know. The next thing here is the hot oil. Now in this case here, I ordered the hot oil on the side because I asked if it came on top or not. Back in the day, it never came on top, so I never had to make that specific request. Now they put it on top, and the reason why is because they give you soggy ass wontons to deal with at the beginning. But looking at this sauce, there's a couple other flags. This only has peas inside. Theirs used to have diced peas and carrots. Okay, fine, whatever. This sauce actually is very red, whereas the sauce in the past was very brown. In fact, I feel like hot oil was probably a misnomer. If I had to describe the sauce the way it used to be, I would say kind of like a chicken with broccoli sauce, kind of that kind of thicker with a little bit of a sheen, kind of thickened by cornstarch, and not particularly oily. There was a little spice to it, more so than like a chicken with broccoli, but I don't know. The other thing I got here for good measure, just to be a little more healthy and have a complete meal, is chicken with broccoli. I get it steamed with the sauce on the side. They didn't even give me the sauce on the side. So it's almost seeming like the reviews online are reflective of the actual experience, and I hate that. I don't like speaking negatively about any places, but honestly, this is what we got. So it is what it is, but let's see how it tastes. Let's go first for one of these soggy ass wontons. I mean, the amount of disappointment right now, you guys don't even know. This was my day off lunch. I've been looking forward to it. I've been trying to film this video for months, and it all fell apart. Yeah, I mean, even what's inside, it just tastes so common, and it's not bad, it's passable, but it's not what it was. That really hurts. I gotta try it with the hot oil. Let's give it a little dunk. I'm gonna actually put it in there quite a lot because it usually comes with it, so let's eat it the way they intend. Let's see how it tastes. These are like leather. All right, so this hot oil is not bad. It definitely helps to elevate this a little bit. It's so hard to get past the nostalgia of, you know, I used to eat this every week and it was so different. Before I headed down to this place, I checked Google and the hour said they open at 11 a.m. I corroborated that with Melio, which said 11:45, so I kind of split the difference, got there around 11:30. They didn't open their doors until 12:09. Now that's fine, I'm on my day off like I said, but when I saw the people, they were definitely different people than who owned it before. And you can't really make assumptions based on that. You obviously have to try it before you get into kind of, okay, they're different people, they're gonna change the recipes, this and that. Now, I understand that over the last few years between pandemic and, you know, oncoming recession and all that going on, food costs have gone way up. So I'm not gonna fault these guys for raising prices or anything like that. In fact, if you go in there, they have signs all over the place, basically telling you don't go off any menu you find online or even in the store. They have the prices actually blocked off with a marker so that they could charge whatever it is for market price for everything. As a business practice, I personally don't like that. I think there should be some kind of standard where, you know, you don't feel like you're getting ripped off. I mean, for what I got here, which is an appetizer and a small pint of chicken with broccoli, which didn't even come with an extra sauce, I spent $18. That to me is on the high side for Chinese takeout. And I get that this wonton and hot oil is kind of a specialty item, but I know I'm going a little bit into rant territory here, but you know, they have signs up to say no refunds, the reviews online are all bad. All these things stack up to a poor customer experience, and I feel like that's what we had here today, and I feel like that's indicative of what you would get at this place, which is so unfortunate. I hate saying stuff like that. I really intended to come into this and show you guys these fried wontons and say, this is exactly what fried wontons are supposed to be, and like I said, it all fell apart. The video idea fell apart. It is what it is as far as that goes, and it is what it is as far as the food goes. But I'm kind of particular about the way I like my steamed chicken with broccoli, so let's see how they did it, and you know, we'll see if there's a redeeming factor there. So coming in here, I'll take one of the most medium-sized pieces of broccoli. That's what I like to taste first, and it took a little extra time because I was the first customer of the day. Let's see. Okay. Perfect. So whenever I get this steamed chicken with broccoli, I don't like the broccoli over steamed, especially if I'm going to drive 15 minutes with it in the car, in the container closed up. It's going to cook a little extra. I like it kind of more on the blanch side with a little bit of crunch to it, and that's what I got here. But you know what we do here? We gotta go all out here. A little hot oil. All right, taste a little chicken with broccoli this time. I mean, that's the sauce they gave us for this, so let's see what it is. Pretty good. Of course, you get Chinese food, you gotta get a fortune cookie. Let's break into mine. It's better to deal with problems before they arise. Interesting. I know I've said multiple times this wasn't the video I intended to make, but if you enjoyed this, hit a like on the video and be sure to subscribe for more honest food reviews like this one. In contrast with the experience at Golden Wok, there's a place just nearby called A La Shanghai that makes really good food, including soup dumplings. You gotta check that out right here.